So this is really interesting news. Holy shit. Okay, so apparently the Avatar: The Last Airbender official Facebook page just posted that Mike and Brian Breik are producing a live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series for Netflix. Well, shit. That's really big fucking news. That is huge. That is really, really big news. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. I know what you're all thinking. You're going to be like, "Oh, leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's already a good show and the live action movie was already bad." Yeah, it was pretty fucking awful, and I'll tell you why. It was helmed by a dude who fucked it up and had a pretty bad track record beforehand, except for his first few movies. So, yeah, that was a reason to be a little worried about that movie. But this show has a lot more potential, I think. Brian and Mike have already expressed their dislike of the movie and how basically everything was wrong with it. They know it. I mean, they know that it's a bad movie. And in an audio commentary at one point, I think it was a Cora audio commentary, Brian said that if he ever gets asked to do a live action adaptation in the future, he'll approach it differently. I don't remember what commentary he said this, but he said he'll approach it differently. And considering Netflix is doing it, now Netflix isn't perfect. I mean, we have the Death Note live action movie that sucked and like other things. I get it, guys. I do. But with Brian and Mike producing the show, now producing really just in one way at least means that they're just giving money to it and probably overseeing a few things, but so it's not like they're directing it or anything, but uh and it's being produced by Netflix. This seems a lot more promising than I think a lot of people are going to give it credit for. Now, yeah, the original show is already great. It's fantastic. There's no real need to do a live action, but I do think that this is good for the franchise. This is what the franchise needs right now. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree. There's going to be certain Facebook pages that are saying, "Oh, it's a bad idea. It's so stupid. Don't do it." Um, I disagree. I think that while the Avatar franchise has been held in very high esteem, its popularity has died down. And while popularity isn't everything, it is extremely important, I think, because it means that it's in the ether. People are talking about it more. More conversation is had. There's more opportunity for ancillary material like t shirts that people want to buy and collectibles and stuff. It puts things on the map and it is talked about more. That's not important per se, but it is something. And I've always thought this. I've always thought that a live action movie should be a good thing, would be a good thing if it were done correctly. And now we're getting a series. And that's awesome. And I think that the series is going to be a little bit better than doing a movie because it's serialized. You're able to add more content in a series. A movie, you'd have to condense everything and pace it like a movie because a movie is paced very differently in structure than a television series, especially a television series that's episodic. Um, so yeah, this is a potentially good thing, but it's also a potentially bad thing. Well, not bad. Actually, I don't really know what more bad can happen to this franchise. We've had a movie that was absolute garbage. Um, and it basically derailed the franchise for years. Even Korra couldn't even bring back that love, you know? And I'm not saying anything bad about Korra. I'm just saying that that show wasn't as well received, nearly as well received, and its ratings didn't do too very well. Um, but maybe, just maybe, with all things considered, this could be good. I am completely understanding that it could be total shit. Of course it can. But even if it is total shit, guys, ask yourself, what do you have to lose? What do we have to lose if this is a bad show? Seriously, what do we have to lose? We've already been in the gutter with this franchise. We've been at the very bottom. We've seen a movie that is considered one of the worst ever made. Not just by fans, but by critics, normal audiences, everybody. Everybody hated this movie. It was a disaster. It was an absolute failure. What do you have to lose? Give it a shot. I want this to be good. I think it's possible and a good thing for there to be an adaptation of Avatar. Makes it more accessible to some people who don't like animation, which is really dumb, and I think that people are really they don't have very strong arguments against why animation isn't very good to them, but it's a good thing, I think. It's more content, and it might, just might, open doors for a third series. And I mean a third legit series, like a sequel to Korra with another Avatar, or whatever they would want to do. This is good. It's good. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing because we already know what the bad would do. It's not like the series is going to be tarnished. It's not like the original series is going to be bad again. Because there have been a lot of people that said that the live action movie ruined the original show, which is just fucking stupid, and you're an idiot for thinking that. Because how would something that's separate from something ruin something that was separate? It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, good thing. I'm interested. And I gotta tell you, I'm really fucking shocked because I was fucking certain that Nickelodeon was finished with this franchise. I made a video a couple months ago talking about this, about the current state of the Avatar franchise. This is huge to me. This is massive. This is like the biggest news that I think could possibly happen outside of a new animated series. I really mean that. I think that this has a lot of potential. And with Brian and Mike knowing how bad the live action movie is and how they didn't like it at all and how they gave basically no input whatsoever on that movie and how Brian Konietzko, excuse me, himself said that he would have approached another live action adaptation differently while being produced by Netflix, which I think Netflix is a pretty lenient company, though, in terms of creative freedom. I think we have a good thing here. We do. We have a good thing. Be optimistic. It can be absolute shit, but I highly doubt it's going to be as bad as the live action movie. Let's be fucking honest here. This could be total shit. And you know what? If it's absolute garbage, who cares? Who cares? We'll move on. It's going to be fine. It's just the live action series. It's not like the Death Note live action that just came out last year derailed the franchise forever. I mean, come on. Death Note's still good. We don't have to complain. We don't have to whine. We don't have to bitch. It's fine. If it's bad, it's bad. Whatever. You can make fun of it just like the live action movie. And if it's good, well, that can open up a lot of avenues for the franchise, maybe. Who knows? I'm hoping it does. So, yeah. This is interesting news. Share this everywhere. I'm pretty sure some certain YouTubers are going to fucking hate this news anyway, which is fine because I understand it, but still. Share this everywhere. Share this video, share the news, go on Facebook, look at the post. Do it. Do it.